ready to go?
Here I am in the Greyhound bus going to meet up with Marina in Vancouver.
And the adventure is about to begin. We're going to be following the footsteps of Marco Polo through a series of videos. But before we could begin that part of the trip, we had to go back home to our family and where it all began. Vienna had been the gateway to our new life, and now we were heading back.
5 hours on this bus, heading over to Vancouver to meet up with my sister.
This was a trip we've been planning for over 2 years now. I wondered, would we kill each other by the time the trip ended?
Hey, are we lost already? We haven't even left the country?
Wrong bus. Wrong bus.
Wrong bus.
Oh, did I mention that we're both directionally challenged?
On the bus.
The start of many bus trips to come. Being on a super tight budget, we made do with friends wherever we could.
What time are we getting up?
4. Marina, can you be ready in 15 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, I can be ready in 15 minutes.
Sure.
I'm okay. But you just have to make sure that you're up. So set the alarm for 4. I got my clothes there. All I have to do is throw in my clothes.
Okay.
Which is all sitting right there.
Yeah, I already got my clothes pulled out.
What are you doing?
I'm videotaping you.
Oh.
So, here we are.
At Myron's.
Hey, Myron, show your face.
Show the face.
This is Chateau de Myron de Donna.
And this is our luxury
Accommodation?
size, feathery pillows.
She thinks she scored, but I got the sofa. 3.5 hours of sleep, and we are on our way.
One more to go.
You learn a lot about people when you fly together, like my sister.
Passenger.
She's scared of flying.
So keep moving my fingers and toes.
Are you moving your hands?
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
We're hitting turbulence and it's not fun.
That's our new friend Tim. He has a sense of humor.
Yep.
And we landed in Chicago. And that's what we're doing. What are we doing?
We're gonna go get pizza and beer. That's what you do when you're in Chicago.
Yay.
Meat. I love meat.
Beer.
Hey, who doesn't love beer and pizza?
How big that is.
Now it was time to catch flight number 2.
Well, Marina, finally, I think we're boarding after all this wait and delays we've been having.
2 days travel.
2 days, yeah.
Things are getting smelly. That's all I have
Yeah.
to say.
Gamey.
Very, very gamey.
Very gamey.
Our next flight arrived, and it was Austrian Airlines who had unlimited drinks. It was a cocktail party. Transportation in Austria is amazing. We were catching the 60-minute CAT. The city airport train takes you right to the
Got
center.
your tickets?
Yep, got my ticket. Let's go.
All right, let's catch the cat. 2 things. What are the 2 things we have to do?
The opera.
Yeah.
And we have to do the Carl's Church.
Vienna is famous for its opera, but we found we couldn't afford the tickets. And we also found that they had a free projector and seats that you can watch for free. And honestly, it was funner that way, being out in the open with the people. It was a strange feeling being in Vienna, trying to picture what it was like almost 50 years ago. You know, we were just kids running up and down these streets. And now...
Bratwurst.
Yeah. Bratwurst. And you got some really nice dark hair bread.
And beer.
Yeah. And here you don't wrap that bratwurst in bread. You rip a piece. Can't wait to have a piece. Maybe I better hurry for it's all gone, eh?
Yeah.
Look at the meat back there. Wow.
We'd found a little place for $80 a night right in the center of Vienna. Thankfully, we had our GPS on my iPhone, or I'm not sure we would have found it.
This is it. This is our room in Vienna, guys. And it cost, we have a wonderful little sitting area. And we are really in a central location. Right by the Ringstrasse. What do you call that?
Right by the main tram.
Yes, that takes you everywhere. And we have a TV. Look, we have 2 beds that are not touching, I'm happy to say. And we even have a bathtub with a shower.
City of music, city of dreams. Vienna is designated a World Heritage Site. Home to over 2 million people, we were fortunate because we met a friendly one. Alexander was proud of the city and showed us some of his highlights. Picture this, Baroque castles and gardens in the late 19th century, lined with grand buildings, monuments, and parks. This is Vienna.
That's what you call a strong woman.
And all this is on Ring Street, the center. Just over 5 kilometers long. You can walk it or you can catch one of the many buses.
Behind me is Vienna's oldest church.
The architecture here is absolutely amazing.
Here we are in, what do you call it?
Schweden Plaza.
Yeah.
Schweden
Very
Plaza.
nice picture.
A number of river cruises operate on the Danube. Our plan was to go to Bratislava. Since Vienna is so centrally located, you could go to any number of countries. But they were sold out, so we opted for the Danube cruise. It was pretty luxurious. We basically had the inside to ourselves because everybody was jammed into the back deck. But the view was better from the front.
Look at this, so beautiful. The flags are flying. What did you order, Adrian?
I ordered, how do you pronounce that how do you say it in Austrian?
Blue wine. Blue wine.
Glühwein.
Blue wine. I don't know, sorry.
It's mulled wine.
Mulled wine.
Mulled wine.
Oh, you know what happened the last time you drank mulled wine?
Nothing, because what it is when they mull it, they get rid of a lot of the alcohol.
Really?
So it's not.
Do you remember Bellingham? Woohoo, look at that. Look at the water running, eh? Do you see the current? I can feel the current.
The Danube is Europe's second longest river.
There's the lock.
Round trips in circuits more than any other river in the world. At 2,800 kilometers.
What's really cool is that you could actually follow the Danube and you'd get through 10 different countries. Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Ukraine, and Moldova. Is there such a country as Moldova?
Here we go. Oh, I think it's gone. Is it gone, guys? All you can see is a ripple where the lock was.
We would totally recommend taking one of these cruises. It was a lot of fun. We got to see a little bit of the coastline we wouldn't have. And frankly, it was pretty cool to be on the Danube.
Okay, so she has buckled and she has bought the blue Danube.
When in Rome, or when in
When in Vienna.
When on Blue Danube.
She can't even say it.
When in Blue Danube, you drink the blue Danube.
All right, I want to see you take a sip. Come on. Honest.
Oh, it's fantastic, actually.
She says it's fantastic. I don't know. You think she's fantastic?
No.
I think she's lying.
Yeah.
Try it.
What is this?
Das Bauwerk dominiert den Mexikoplatz und wurde zur Feier des goldenen Thronjubiläums vom Kaiser Franz
Good, yeah?
1898 geweiht.
And yes, they did play the Blue Danube on board. After that quiet cruise, it was time to get back to the city and the beach.
Saw it at night, and this is what it looks like in the daytime.
And the memories were starting to come back to us. We had spent a week in the city with our parents, and I remember marveling at the buildings. Now, almost 50 years later, I was still marveling at these buildings. But it was time to say goodbye. Goodbye to our new friend, and goodbye to this lovely city. And thank you for the memories.
Welcome in English. Willkommen in Vienna. To Vienna. Welcome to Vienna.
Nice.
In our next video, we visit with our relatives we haven't seen in over 40 years. And we get to discover Maribor, Slovenia.